Crash Landing on You might be a South Korean drama that showcases both North and South Korea, but it is still a universal story about love and humanity. It loves to poke fun at the love story construct, referencing Romeo and Juliet and other South Korean dramas like The Slave Hunters. And while it follows some of the tropes it makes fun of,
나는 방에서 그 여성은 마루에서 정확히 따로따로
원래가 그러다가 사랑에 빠집니다. 100이면 100. 안 빠지는 드라마는 없었습니다.
that doesn't make the show's impact any less poignant. Crash Landing on You is about Ri Jung-hayo, a captain in the North Korean army, and Yoon Se-ri, a wealthy South Korean businesswoman. One day, Yoon Se-ri is paragliding and a tornado accidentally carries her into the demilitarized zone in North Korea. Ri Jung-hayo finds her and decides to help her get back to South Korea and hides her in his home. He is assisted by his fellow soldiers and subordinates, who are supporting characters in the story. There is a constant threat of the North Korean government finding out about Yoon Se-ri, as well as an additional threat from Cho Cheol Gang, a homicidal state security officer who is out to get Ri Jung-hyo's family, and thus Yoon Se-ri.
아무나 아무 때나 내가 죽이고 싶은 놈들 죽일 수 있는 그런 힘 말이야.
So much of the show seems to be dedicated to learning about the differences between North and South Korea. When Yoon Se-ri first arrives, she is struck by all the differences. North Korean expressions,
후라이 까지 마라.
후라이까지만?
the way they do things, and there's so much she doesn't have access to that she normally would. Scented candles, body wash, a shower, and reliable electricity. But as she learns about each difference, they don't bother her as much as she thought they would. She even comes to enjoy them.
뜨끈뜨끈해.
They become a part of who she is.
그놈의 후라이 가게는 지지도 않는구나.
후라이 아니라고.
The same is true for the North Koreans experiencing South Korea. The North Koreans are so suspicious of capitalism, constantly expecting there to be something inferior or sinister behind it.
우리가 라면의 다양성 따위에 무릎 꿇어선 안 돼. 생각해보라. 쌀이 풍족하면 와 라면을 먹어서. 이거 다 밥이 없으니까네.
But we come to learn there are things that unify all Koreans, whether it is being united by a sporting match against a rival nation, or by music, or by media.
따라가는 사람들은 만나는 거야. 아무리 먼 길 떠나도 결국 돌아오는 거야.
It's a recurring theme across the show that, even though there are differences between North and South Korea, that these differences can be overcome, that our hearts have no borders, that we are one people. Crash Landing on You also mentions reunification a few times.
상장은 상품취라고 있는 거지. 통일 버전과 즉시 수령 버전이 있는데
Reunification is the potential reunification of North and South Korea into a single sovereign state. I actually didn't know what it was at first and noticed the show sometimes referenced it as though it was going to happen soon. I asked a friend who is from South Korea about it, and she said that both North and South Korea view each other as long-lost brothers and sisters, who can't wait to be reunited again. She said when she was in school there were even songs about reunion, a sentiment the show seems to share. The show spreads these reunification themes amongst its sub-characters. One of Ri Jung-hyo's subordinates is Kim Jumo, a corporal obsessed with South Korean dramas. His obsession and dedication to watching them gives him unique insight amongst the group into South Korean culture.
내 심장을 너에게 주고 싶다. 뭐 그런.
Then there is Pyo Chi-soo, a stern and somewhat irresponsible master sergeant, who acts tough and indifferent towards Yoon Se-ri, but may actually care about her the most.
해가 왜 이렇게 안 떨어지는 거래? 깜깜해져야 저 시끄러운 애미나 어서 보내지.
There is also Seo Dan, Ri Jung-hyo's fiancé from North Korea, and Gu Sung-jun, a South Korean businessman who is hiding out in North Korea and was once supposed to be in an arranged marriage with Yoon Se-ri. Here are two more characters who, despite initial affections for their fiancés and being raised on opposite sides of the border, have feelings for each other.
거리질 않잖아. 이게 정략 결혼의 폐해라니까. 뭐 이렇게 잘 알아?
나도 할 뻔했거든, 정의학교가.
The show then threads all these characters and themes through its strongest theme: love. Being a newlywed, I found this show very emotional. I think, as is the case with a lot of people, I couldn't help but see a little bit of myself in Ri Jung-hayo, and a little bit of my wife in Yoon Se-ri. Even though, if I'm being honest, I'm really just Kim Jun-mo. If you're picturing yourself and your partner in the roles of the main characters, the show just asks so many difficult questions. Like, what if you weren't around to save your love from danger? What would you do if they were gone and you couldn't say goodbye?
갔어? 간 거야? 벌써?
What would you do if being together was dangerous for or hurt the other person?
항상 내가 문제야.
문제 아니오.
나만 여기 안 왔어도.
아니오.
The show uses these big questions to push the drama, but it also has so many of the little moments many couples experience. Like when Gu Sung-jung is flirting with Seo Dan, and he has trouble interpreting her reaction.
왜 웃은 거지? 내가 웃긴가? 전화를 딱 해서, 응? 남자답게 왜 웃었냐? 물어보면 되지. 뭐 그렇게 생각? 아직 못 봤다고 내 전화를.
Then there's this scene where Ri Jung-hayo is mad at Yoon Se-ri because she flashed her heart symbol at all his subordinates, which he interprets as giving them her heart. He becomes jealous and sulks, but later on he can't help but take care of her, because even when we're mad, we don't stop caring about the one we love. These little moments interject between the melodrama that frames the show, which is good because Crash Landing on You deals with such lofty emotions. According to the show, love is destined, that our hearts sing one song for our soulmate, and that we sing it until our soulmates hear it, that only they will recognize it, and that their song and their love will save us. The love between the two protagonists stretches all the way from grand gestures to touching little moments. After all, love is built on the little things.
난 아직 당신이 많이 걱정되고 밥은 정해진 시간에 혼자 먹지 말고 다른 사람들과 어울려서 즐겁게 맛있게. 마지막으로 식물 재배하는 법 중 가장 중요한 건 당신이 가장 잘 알고 있겠지. 하루에 예쁜 말 10개.
That's the way love should work. When you're away, I worry. Whether you're near or far, I want to take care of you. Even though we're apart, my heart is with you. When you hurt, I hurt too. When you are gone, I miss you. When I am near you, I will watch over you, always. That your life is more important than mine. That I thank God every day that you were born. When we give our hearts to someone, that's when it is the most fragile. It's much safer to keep it locked in our chest. Crash Landing on You teaches us that it is better to let our hearts be free, that those who love each other will always meet again, that no matter how far you are, you'll always come back to each other, that even if our bodies are behind borders, the glow of our hearts can reach far beyond, that somewhere out there is someone who will love us desperately, a love that will overcome all dangers and borders and hold us tightly, that will wish for us to be happy and fulfilled, even when we're apart. A love that shows us that if just two people can love each other this much, then maybe we all can too.